And what did you tell them about last night?
That you shot yourself accidentally, you were cleaning your gun.
Good.
Then I delivered your message to Mr. Novak. That is, I left it with his landlady. He was out.
Very good.
Oh, and there's something else. Miss Ballish is sick. Her mother called us. She won't be in today, and that's everything.
But you are a credit to your profession.
Thank you, Mr. Marichek. You know, I'm not afraid of responsibility. I welcome it. In fact, I welcome it a lot more.
I'll keep that in mind.
And I can't help thinking, Christmas is almost here. All that Christmas shopping. We're going to be very short-handed in the shop.
We'll have to manage.
But one more clerk would certainly help.
What is it? You know someone who wants a job?
Mr. Marichek, you have got to stop thinking of me as just a delivery boy. In a suit with a tie, I look old. And I have been training myself to be a sales clerk. Training hard for 2 years.
Oh, you've been training.
I have trained myself, going shelf by shelf, and I know every item in the store, every tube, jar, box, bottle, carton, and container, where they are, what they cost, what they're for. Although it's something you have never thought about, Mr. Marichek, try me. You need a man who knows the business inside out, Mr. Marichek, try me. You need help or I have never spoken. And why bring someone in when I'm already broken? In this emergency, I wouldn't let you down, Mr. Marichek, try me. Oh, I can see by the uncertain way you frown that you've asked yourself, why me? For a first-class clerking and conscientious working, Mr. Marichek, why not try me?
All right. This cream is sour, very sour. Take it back.
You wish to return this jar, madam? Certainly right you are, madam. You say it smells like a drowned cat. Whew, it does at that. At Marichek's, madam, we claim with pride the customer must be satisfied. The customer must be satisfied. By the way, we have a special sale on autumn heather. Let me spray some on your hand. Here, we'll smell it together. It has the 3 elements of a good perfume. Attractive to the nose, invisible to the eye, and functional. My wife has used it time and again. It's very appealing to us men. I use it myself every now and then.
Take it.
Certainly, madam. Miss Ritter! Miss Ritter? That's 20 and 6 for the autumn heather, 8 and 3 for the cream, 32 even for that bottle of Mermaid's Dream, 1 and 3 for the eyebrow pencil, 9 for the large shampoo, and then for the jar you're bringing back, that's 4 and 2 for you. That's a total of 98 less 4 and 2 for the jar, out of 100. Ching! Here's your change, 5 and 2, there you are. The biggest sale in several years, I believe. Thank you, madam, please call again. Glad I could help, here is my card. Thank you, madam, please call again. Do call again, madam. Gladly grow a mustache if you'd like, Mr. Marichek. Try me. Oh, I wouldn't even think of giving up my bike, Mr. Marichek. Try me for a first-class clerking and conscientious working. Mr. Marichek, why not try me?
impressive. You even managed to shortchange me.
Mr. Marichek!
Oh, George!
What happened? He shot himself accidentally. He was cleaning his gun.
Thank you. Leave us alone now.
Are you in very much pain, Mr. Marichek?
The only place that doesn't hurt me is my left shoulder, where I shot myself.
Is there anything I can do?
No, first I've got to do something very important. If I could stand up, you know what I would do? I would walk over, take you by the hand, and I would beg you to forgive me.
I forgive you, Mr. Marichek. Whatever happened, why ever it happened, I don't care.
No, you can't let me off that easy. I did a terrible thing to you, and there's no excuse. Well, I guess there's one excuse. The jealousy of an old man.
Jealousy?
Poor George, still in the dark. I guess you're the only man in the world who ever had an affair without knowing it.
An affair?
You've been having an affair with my wife.
Wait, with your wife? With Mrs. Marichek?
I have all the facts.
Wait, it's not true.
I know it's not true. I know now. But last week and 2 weeks ago, I didn't know.
I can't believe it. Mrs. Marichek? Did you really think?
That's just the point. I didn't think.
I can't get over it.
Now, George, starting today, if you're willing, I'd like you to take over the shop.
Of course I will. At least keep the doors open until you're well enough to come back.
Key is on the table. Oh, and George, now that you're the boss, if you'd like to give yourself a little raise.
Well, I'll have a little talk with myself. And
Perfect executive. And now you'd better get going. You'll be very short-handed today. Arpad tells me Miss Ballard isn't coming in.
Miss Balish, why not?
She's sick.
What's wrong with her?
He didn't say. But you'll have to manage without her and without one other clerk as well, Mr. Kodai. I want you to fire him.
Why?
Just give him 2 weeks' salary.
I didn't realize Mr. Kodai was that unsatisfactory. He works hard.
But at the wrong things.
I'm not sure I understand.
If you ever run into Mrs. Marichek, perhaps she'll explain it to you. Well, my boy, it looks like I'm a bachelor again. Same as you. Perhaps you'll take me to a cabaret one night. Oh, I know, you never go to cabarets.
I'll stop by later and give you a full report.
Thank you, my boy. I'll be here.
Have you been thinking about me as a sales clerk?
Quite seriously. But there's one thing that puzzles me. You're so attached to your bicycle. How could you ever part with that?
What if I didn't part with it altogether? I could be half delivery boy, half clerk.
But you just made a sale.
I did?
But as of right now, and I guess I can't call you Arpad anymore, but I never knew your last name. You do have a last name.
Laszlo.
Laszlo. Welcome to Marichek's, Mr. Laszlo.
Mr. Laszlo. Mr. Laszlo!
Now you better get going.
I'm on my way, and you can count on me, Mr. Marichek.
Bye, Arpad. All night, searching for till dawn, lit up sky, no one yonder lies.
Who's there?
Miss Balish!
Who is it?
Miss Balish!
Come in. Mr. Novak,
I was in this neighborhood.
what do you want? If you thought of something else you forgot to say last night, well, say it and get it over with. Not feeling very well today.
I know you're not. That's why I'm here.
You knew I was sick? How?
Well, this will come as quite a shock to you, Miss Balish. But the fact is, I'm back at Marichek's again.
Back at marriage fest.
As of this morning, yes.
And you've come to see if I'm really sick, is that it?
No.
So you can tell everybody there's not a thing wrong with me?
No.
That I just don't care about my job?
No.
Well, Mr. Novak, You're not going to have that chance. What time is it? I won't be very late. Where's my other shoe? Help me find my other shoe. Don't just stand there like that. Where's my shoe?
I think you should lie down.
I can't leave until I do. Where you give me my hat? Where's my shoe?
Please, Miss Polish, lie
I
down.
hate to disappoint you. Now that you've got your hopes up, thrilled to be doing something mean.
Miss Polish, do be
Just look at
sensible.
the sweater. And just when it's cold out, I can't decide if white or green.
Now, Miss Polish, you're sick and you ought to lie
Where's
down.
my shoe? That's a stupid thing to do. You don't want me to go, do you? I can see right through you. Where's my shoe?
You shouldn't be on your feet.
Where's my shoe?
Be a good girl and go back to...
If I were a shoe, where would I have gone to? Now, if I were a shoe, I'd be there.
Please, Miss Polish, lie
Tell me
down.
it was cold. Yes, you told me it was cold. Tell me what kind of dress should I wear?
You have fever, I
I
think.
wouldn't wear a sweater. That wouldn't fit my mood now. I feel like wearing something gay.
Miss Polish, you're
I feel so
hysterical.
much better. I feel so gay and happy. I'm sure I'll be on my way.
You are going to bed, which is where you belong.
See, there is nothing wrong with me. I am going. You can't stop me. Stop it. Now, please drop me. Put me down.
No, you're not leaving this room. You're going nowhere but back. I brought you something.
What?
See for yourself.
What is it?
Vanilla ice cream. It's the best thing in the world when you're sick.
It's from Linder's. My mother works at Linder's. She may have waited on you.
A small, stout woman.
No, the image of me, everybody says, only much younger looking. There's something wrong with this ice cream.
There is.
So much salt.
Oh, are you surprised? All those tears falling into it?
I'd better cry in the other direction.
Why cry at all?
Oh, how little you understand, Mr. Novak. I'm like a rag doll and somebody's kicked out the stuffing.
Well, you'll fill up again, good as new.
No. You're looking at a very disillusioned girl, Mr. Novak.
You know, Miss Polish, I'll never forgive myself for last night at the cafe. I must have been drunk.
But strangely enough, you were right, Mr. Novak. When you guessed that I'd never met the man I was waiting for. He was just someone who'd been writing me letters. Glorious letters.
He never showed up.
I waited till closing.
I feel very responsible.
No, it wasn't you. Mr. Novak, there could have been many reasons. But if he cared at all, he would have explained. He would have written a letter, a note, 2 words, something.
Miss Polish, he will write.
I don't think so.
He will. He will. I'm not just guessing. I know it definitely.
How?
He told me himself.
Yourself?
Yes. Yes, of course. Dear friend, no one else.
Dear friend? Dear friend? Oh, what? Oh, no. What? Tell me, Mr. Novak, tell me.
Well, let's see now. You know, when I left the cafe last night, I had the oddest feeling that someone was following me, and I kept looking back, and there was,
A young man?
a man. And when I was almost home, he came up and he started asking questions about you and me.
What sort of questions?
Oh, just what you'd expect.
I want to know the words he used.
I'm not very good at remembering the exact words.
Oh, try, please.
Well, let's see. I think the first thing he said was, excuse me, but I'd like to ask you a question. Or something like that. And then he said, did you just leave the Cafe Imperial? you want to know what I said, too?
Of course.
All right. I said yes.
And then?
He said, tell me, the girl you were sitting with, is she a special friend of yours? Those were his exact words, special friend. And I said, no. We just, we work in the same shop. As a matter of fact, she has an appointment with someone else tonight. I'm remembering very clearly now. And I remember he suddenly looked quite sad.
He looked sad?
Quite sad. And then he said, I know she has an appointment. It's with me. But I've got to take the next train out of town on urgent business.
Urgent business? Oh, he could be a manufacturer, do you think? Or a shop owner?
Well, it's hard to say. He certainly looked well-fed.
Well-fed?
To judge by appearances. Of course, that's not so unusual in a man his age. You have some wonderful books here, Miss Polish. Excuse me. The red and the black! The red and the black! I'm so anxious to read this. I wonder, may I borrow it sometime?
What did you mean, a man his age?
I beg your pardon?
You said it's not so unusual in a man his age. How old is he?
Well, of course, you realize it was a dark night. And he had an exhausting day, emotionally, at any rate. I guess his age at... You know, it's hard to tell. Very. Possibly if he'd had some hair. Have you read The Magic Mountain? The Magic Mountain, I bought it for myself for my birthday. If you'd like, I'd lend it to you.
Is he completely bald?
Does that matter? I thought you were in love with him.
I am in love with him, Mr. Novak. I am. It's just, you know, I hoped. Oh, I'm so ashamed of myself. As if appearances make a difference. The important thing is the letters. Just look at all the immortal works of art, the rapturous love stories that are written by elderly men, bald men, fat men, with indigestion and terrible tempers. But somewhere, deep inside, they had the magic, and that's a glory beyond estimation.
Put it very well, Miss Polish.
I feel very well. I feel marvelous. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming here today. Thank you for my life. Oh. I'm going to write him a letter. Right this instant, so we have one waiting. Oh, I won't mention you because that might be embarrassing.
Yes, I would appreciate that. Well, I guess I'll get back to the shop.
I'll follow as soon as I write the letter.
Oh, no, there's no need for that. Take the rest of the day off, relax, read a book. Have you finished Anna Karenina yet?
Oh, yes, long ago.
So did I. But it's remarkable how it stays with you. You know, every platform, every station platform with a train puffing in is Anna's platform, wherever it may be. And I can see her, actually see her come out of the crowd and walk towards her death. I've even tried to stop her a few times. But she always vanishes into the smoke and steam.
How odd, Mr. Novak. How very odd. You know, in one of his letters, I wish I could show it to you.
You mean, do your friends have the same experience?
More than once.
Well, goodbye, Miss Polish.
Goodbye. Oh, Mr. Novak, may I tell you something quite sincerely? I like you. Really. I like you.
Thank you, Miss Polish. I'll see you in the morning.
In the morning. friend. I am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare in every way. But together, you and I will laugh at last night someday. Ice cream, he brought me ice cream, vanilla ice cream, imagine that. Ice cream, and for the first time we were together without a sweat. Friendly, he was so friendly, that isn't like him, I'm simply stunned. Will wonders never cease, will wonders never cease, it's been a most peculiar day. Will wonders never cease, will wonders never cease. Oh, where was I? I am so sorry, I don't last night, it was a nightmare. I sat there waiting in that cafe and never guessing that you were fat. That you were near, you were outside looking bold. Dear friend, I am so sorry about last night. Last night I was so nasty. Well, he deserved it, but even so, that George is not like this George. This is a new George that I don't know. Somehow it all reminds me of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Oh, right before my eyes, a man that I despise has turned into a man I like. It's almost like a dream, and strange as it may seem, he came to offer me couldn't stand her. Couldn't stand her, I wouldn't have her. I never knew her, but now I do. And I could, and I would, and I know. She loves me, and my amazement, I love knowing that she loves me. She loves me, true she doesn't show it. How could she, when she doesn't know it? Yesterday she loved me, now today she likes me, and tomorrow, oh, my teeth ache from the urge to touch her. I'm speechless, for I mustn't tell her.
It's wrong now, but it won't be long now before my love discovers that she and I are lovers. Imagine how surprised she's bound to be. She loves me. She loves me. I love her. Isn't that a wonder? I wonder why I didn't want her. I want her, that's the thing that matters. And matters are improving daily. Yesterday I loved her, pooh, now today I love her, woo! And tomorrow, I'm tingling, such delicious tingles. I'm trembling, what the hell does that mean? I'm freezing, that's because it's cold out. But still I'm incandescent, and like some adolescent, I want to scrawl on every wall I see. She loves me. She loves me.
Not too impressive, too young, too skinny.
I think he's beautiful. Welcome back, George.
Congratulations, George. Excuse me, but I could use some help in there. We do have customers, you know.
That reminds me, I have to have a word with Mr. Kodai.
Isn't it wonderful?
A miracle, an absolute miracle. A word with Mr. Kodai.
Oh, who cares about him? That's all in the past.
Is it?
Uh-huh. Ever since last night. Do you remember what a silly, confused girl I was last night?
You were?
Oh, very. I didn't know where to go or what to do. And then somehow, my feet started walking down the street and across the bridge and past the Metropole Cinema. And do you know where?
Where?
Right into the library.
The library?
Uh-huh. Can you imagine?
How did you like it?
Oh, you've never seen such a place. There were so many books. So much marble. So and suddenly all of my confidence dribbled away with a pitiful plop. My head was beginning to swim and my forehead was covered with cold perspiration. I started to reach for a book and my hand automatically came to a stop. I don't know how long I stood frozen, a victim of panic and mortification. Oh, how I wanted to flee. When a kindly voice, a gentle voice, whispered, "Pardon me."
Pardon me?
And there was this dear, sweet, clearly respectable, thickly bespectacled man who stood by my side and quietly said to me, "Ma'am, don't mean to intrude, but I was just wondering, are you in need of some help?" I said no. Yes, I am. The next thing you know, I'm sipping hot chocolate and telling my troubles to Paul, whose tender brown eyes kept sending compassionate looks. A trip to the library has made a new girl of me, for suddenly I can see the magic of books. I have to admit, in the back
mind I was praying he wouldn't get fresh. And all of the while I was wondering why an illiterate girl should attract him. Then all of a sudden he told me I couldn't go wrong with the way of all flesh. Of course it's a novel, but I didn't know, or I certainly wouldn't have smacked him. But he gave me a smile that I couldn't resist. And I knew at once how much I liked this optometrist.
Optometrist?
You know what this dear, sweet, slightly bespectacled gentleman said to me next? He said he could solve this problem of mine. I said, how? He said if I'd like, he'd willingly read to me some of his favorite things. I said, where? He said, now. His novel approach seemed highly suspicious and possibly dangerous too. I told myself, wait, think, dare you go up to his flat? What happens if things go wrong? It's obvious he's quite strong. He read to me all night long. Now how about that? It's hard to believe how truly domestic and happily hopeful I feel. I picture my Paul there reading aloud as I cook. As long as he's there to read, there's quite a good chance indeed, a chance that I'll never need to open a book. Like someone else, someone I dimly recall, I know he'll only have eyes for me, my optometrist, Paul.
Is leaving us right now in Mr. Marichek's orders.
Why? I mean, it's nice, but what happened?
I'm afraid I can't tell you.
Oh, I bet I know. I told him they'd catch up with him. Do you know that half the perfume and toilet water in this shop ended up in his bathroom? I mean, he told me.
Oh, incidentally, now that you're back and everything's straightened out, I might as well tell you. I sent the anonymous letter.
Ladislav! What anonymous letter?
You didn't know? What do you think caused all the trouble? I wrote to Mr. Marichek about his wife and one of our clerks.
I don't believe you.
I was desperate. Business was so bad, and I felt, well, if he fires Mr. Kodai, who deserves it, he may not fire me, who doesn't.
Do you realize how much trouble you caused?
I'll regret it till the day I die. But whoever dreamed that Mr. Marichek would think that I was meaning you?
Well, Ladislav, I just hope you've learned your lesson.
Oh, I have. I have. In the next letter, name the names.
I need 2 weeks' pay for Mr. Kodai.
Here it is. Oh, no. My pleasure. Good day, madam. May I help you?
Do you carry flowers of spring?
Mr. Seapost, guess what? What? I'm a clerk.
Well, congratulations,
Mr. Marichek just promoted me. Oh, and something else. I'm not RPAD anymore.
You're not? Well, who are you?
Mr. Laszlo.
Why Laszlo?
Why? It's my last name.
Madam, please call again. Do call again. Madam. Miss Ritter, may I present our new clerk, Mr. Laszlo?
It's true. Ask Mr. Marichek.
Oh, Arpad, how wonderful.
What's wonderful?
I'm a clerk, starting right now, a clerk.
Can you believe it? Stephen Sondheim, replaced by a delivery boy.
Replaced?
Yes, Arpad, replaced. I'm leaving. I've resigned. I wouldn't stay here another day.
You couldn't, you've just been fired.
All right, believe that if it makes you happy, but you won't be happy for long, because any day now, that door will close for the last time. Then, just take a walk over to Hammersmith's.
Why? It's closed.
Oh, only for renovations, temporarily. You see, they're going to have a new owner now, Stephen Sondheim.
Some owner.
Nevertheless, it's true, Ilona believes me. Don't you, darling?
Of course I do. Here's your down payment.
Cherry, it's been grand knowing you, grand knowing you, grand being your friend. You've been kind, loyal, and so generous right down to the end. Please don't grieve watching me leave. That would be much too painful to stand. It's been fun, now I must run, but it's been grand, perfectly grand. Ilona, farewell, Cherry, be brave. Chin up, it's been sublime. You mustn't waste a precious moment over me. You don't have time. Just remember when you're lonely or blue, there's a hollow in my pillow for you. And sea post, what can I say? Ah, sea post, no tears decay, you know, old friend. I mean your debt. I owe you more than I can possibly repay. I won't forget. Give your wife a little kiss from Kodai. I never met her, but I will by hand. Though I hate leaving you, hate leaving your warm, intimate club. It's a small pleasure, but I'll treasure each warm, intimate snub. It's been grand, let me say, and let me say au revoir, not goodbye. For it's grand, knowing you'll all be working for your friend.
I'm ready for thousands of customers.
Only 12 days to go.
La 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 la. 12 days to Christmas, 12 days to Christmas. Plenty of time to do your Christmas shopping. These are the people who shop in time, plenty of time. These are the people with time to spare who shop at their convenience. 12 days to Christmas, 12 days to Christmas. Look at the way they do your Christmas shopping. They can go shopping and still remain calm and sedate. These are the people we envy and the people that we hate. Thank you, we'll call again, thank you.
Oh, quite a day, Mr. Novak?
It certainly was, Miss Polish.
Oh, thank you for the book. It was excellent.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Will you be taking the bus home today, Miss Polish?
Yes, I will.
May I walk you to the bus stop?
I'd like that, Mr. Novak.
12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping by. 9 days to Christmas,
Christmas shopping. These are the people who shop the time, still enough time. Sensible people who organize the time at their disposal. 9 days to Christmas, 9 days to Christmas. Still enough time to do your Christmas shopping. These are the people who plan their days wisely and well. These are the people who shop the time and they can go to hell. Thank you, please call again, please call again, thank you.
Are you in a very great hurry, Miss Ballish?
No, not at all.
I thought maybe a cup of coffee on the way to the bus.
I'd love that, Mr. Novak.
So would I.
8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings. 4 days to Christmas, 4 days to Christmas. Just enough time to do your Christmas shopping. These are the people who shop in time, just in time, really in time. These are the people who calculate with critical precision. 4 days to Christmas, 4 days to Christmas. Comes the never miss a second. Full of chilly efficiency, loaded with gold. Never too early and never late, and they're the worst of all. Thank you, please call again, thank you.
Oh, what a day.
Just wait until the 24th.
The 24th! One day to Christmas, one day to Christmas. Never time to do your Christmas shopping. We're the shop will keep the time. We're the sheep will walk the time. We're the people who shop the time, the time. We're the people who always wait until it's much too late. Oh, one day to Christmas, one day to Christmas. All we ever do is Christmas shopping. When we're near the lake so long, we'll share it all. So the family may not get a Christmas gift at all. Thank you, we'll call again, thank you. Merry Christmas.
Not bad.
Not bad. It's at least 18 inches longer than last year.
Oh, and only every night we're Christmas Eve.
Oh, I don't think I could take it. I haven't stopped for a minute.
I waited on 53 customers personally.
Too bad Mr. Marichek couldn't be here.
Well, I'll stop by the hospital tonight and take that with me. Well, it's coming. She's going to invite me home for Christmas Eve.
Splendid.
Why splendid? I can't go. Tonight's the night she's meeting dear friend.
But your dear friend.
That's just the point.
I give up. It's too complicated for me. If you want to untangle it, shoot yourself.
Amalia, my friend's coming to pick me up tonight. Will you let me know when he gets here?
All right. Oh, and Mr. Novak. Mother and I would be very happy if you join us for Christmas Eve.
Well, Miss Ballish.
Well, it's going to be a very special Christmas Eve. You know who's going to be there? Dear friend.
Who?
A dear friend, the man I've been corresponding with, remember?
Oh, yes, of course. But I certainly don't want to intrude.
Oh, you wouldn't be intruding. You'd be helping. After all, you know him. You've met him. And you're so alike. Really. You can help me with the conversation when it gets too deep for me. Please, Mr. Novak.
Well, I just hope this isn't a mistake, Miss Ballish.
I know it isn't.
Mr. Marichek! Look who's here, Mr. Marichek!
Where else would I be on Christmas Eve?
Merry Christmas, sir!
You did all that in one day?
Merry Christmas, sir!
Miss Ballish.
I thought I heard your voice. Merry Christmas, Mr. Marichek.
Merry Christmas, Miss Whitney. You have time for a drink?
For champagne, I'll make time.
Mr. Marichek, what a surprise.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Zebo. Could you bring 6 cups?
Of course.
I love opening champagne. Can I open it?
Of course.
How do you feel, sir?
I feel fine. Excellent.
Here are the goblets.
The champagne.
Toast, Miss Marichek!
Shot to all of us together. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Of course. Tell me, George.
Yes, sir.
What would you say to a gala dinner? We go to some nice restaurant. Weber's, perhaps.
I wish I could.
But you weren't expecting me, I understand.
Well, I've been invited by Miss...
Don't give it another thought, my boy. It's not that important.
I think it looks like it. Is it?
He's here. Miss Rivers' friend.
Isn't he handsome?
He's very intelligent looking.
Oh, he has beautiful eyes.
He's an optometrist.
Mr. Kodai, I'll say that.
Oh, I love the way he walks.
Oh, look at that hat. That coat.
Is he rich?
I don't know.
He has dimples.
Okay, that settles it. Tonight, when he asks me to marry him, I'll say yes.
Tonight, and when I had no idea.
Neither does he. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh. Good evening.
Mr. Marichek, thank you for the champagne. And now, my wife and children are waiting for me. And my wife's sister. And her children. And God knows who else. Merry Christmas.
Arpad,
Yes, sir.
are you busy tonight?
No, sir.
Oh, yes, you are. You're going to Weber's. Weber's?
What is it?
George, Arpad, and I are going out for a night on the town.
Merry Christmas, Mr.
Merry
Marichek.
Christmas, Miss Balish, George.
Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Novak. I'm going to Weber's.
Tell me, Mr. Laszlo, is there anything special you'd like for Christmas?
Oh, it's too much to hope for.
What is it?
I won't get it anyway.
Well, at least tell me.
Well, what I really like, more than anything, is a motorcycle.
You're right, my boy. We won't get it.
Let me help you with those. And it's fine. Oh.
Oh,
Cigarette box.
I know how you hate them, but I rather like them, and I thought, well, as a present for dear friend.
What if he's not a smoker?
Well, he likes music.
And it's just a box. You know, Miss Balish, I don't hate these boxes nearly as much as I used to. In fact, I wouldn't mind having one myself.
You wouldn't?
Only to remind me of the first day you came in here. Remember? I'll never forget it. What kind of box, madam? Oh, it's a candy box and it's functional.
I was so terrified, and you were so awful. Did I really sound like that?
You sounded irresistible. As a matter of fact, I remember thinking, why, that's the kind of girl I could almost fall in love with.
But you were so awful,
I know.
and you never said anything.
How could I? When I knew how you felt about me.
Oh, but you didn't, Mr. Novak, you didn't. Really, because I was attracted to you. More than attracted.
Awful as I was.
Such a shame you never said anything.
And you?
Who knows what might have been?
I am so sorry about last night. It was a nightmare in every way. But together, you and I will laugh at last night someday.
It's really true then. It's what I hoped for, that it was you.
Dear friend, I had to tell you I couldn't stand it until you knew. 2 weeks
I've known for 2 weeks. I was so tempted by Benedet. I wanted you to tell me.
I couldn't wait another day.
Thank you.